gold-plated palaces that dwarf cities, private armies of supercars, and a divine right to rule that money simply cannot buy. These are the titans of Asia, rulers whose fortunes are shrouded in secrecy and whose power is absolute. Let's expose the 10 richest and most powerful Asian kings on the planet. The sheer scale of the last monarch's empire will redefine everything you thought you knew about wealth. 10. The Sultan of Johor, Malaysia.
Semoga negara Malaysia tercinta ini sentiasa dilimpahi.
The Sultan's passion for high-end vehicles is legendary. His personal car collection is rumored to contain over 300 pristine vehicles from the world's most exclusive manufacturers, including multiple Bugattis, Lamborghinis, and a garage full of every conceivable model of Ferrari. But his taste extends beyond supercars. He commissioned a series of custom-designed Mack trucks, including a gleaming red, white, and blue behemoth that is the most expensive semi-truck ever built, complete with a luxury sleeper cabin, a kitchen, and a solid gold tiger hood ornament. His airborne transport is even more spectacular. The Sultan owns a private solid gold Boeing 737. The aircraft, which reportedly cost over $100 million to purchase and customize, features a lavish interior with a full bedroom suite, a dining room, and gold-plated fixtures in the bathrooms. This flying palace is part of his private fleet, which also includes several other jets and helicopters, ensuring he can traverse his domain and the world in ultimate style. The Sultan's wealth is not just spent on toys, it is invested in monumental projects. He is a key partner in Forest City, a colossal and controversial $100 billion futuristic metropolis being constructed on 4 man-made islands in the Strait of Johor, designed to house 700,000 people with smart technology and green spaces. It is a testament to his immense financial ambition. His primary residence, the Istana Bukit Serene, is a stunning Art Deco palace in Johor Bahru, guarded by a massive, intricately carved arch. Its sprawling, manicured grounds and priceless art collection serve as the opulent headquarters for a monarch whose fortune and flamboyant lifestyle are truly in a league of their own. From supercars and golden jets in Malaysia, we travel to the South Pacific, where power comes not from speed, but from land that no one truly owns, but the king. 9. King Tupou VI of Tonga. Under Tongan law, all land is the property of the crown. This feudalistic system makes the king the ultimate landlord of his entire nation. Every resident, every business, every resort seeking to build on the pristine white sand beaches must lease the land directly from the monarch. This creates a perpetual and highly lucrative flow of revenue into the royal coffers, a multi-million-dollar annual tribute that underpins the family's lavish lifestyle. The official royal residence, a stately Victorian-style timber palace on the waterfront of Nuku'alofa, is just one of many properties. The royal family maintains private estates and villas across the islands, secluded retreats for their personal use, and for hosting foreign dignitaries. Beyond land, the monarchy ingeniously monetized its own digital territory by controlling the nation's top-level domain. .tv, the Tongan government, with the crown as its prime beneficiary, struck a multi-million-dollar deal with companies like VeriSign to lease the highly desirable domain to media companies worldwide. This clever move turned a digital address into a virtual gold mine, funneling cash directly to the small island nation's elite. The king, a former naval officer with a taste for military ceremony, ensures that the monarchy's public appearances are spectacles of wealth. Royal events see the family adorned in priceless regalia, including finely woven taovala mats, some of which are considered priceless heirlooms, and bespoke Western-style suits and gowns. The royal family also utilizes a private aircraft for travel between the islands and abroad, a necessity for ruling over a scattered maritime kingdom and a symbol of their elevated status above their subjects. But while Tonga's king controls the land above, Indonesia's sultan rules a kingdom within a city where even the streets whisper ancient power. 8. Sultan Hamengkubuwono X of Indonesia. His primary residence and seat of power is the Kraton, a sprawling 35-acre walled city that is home to 25,000 people, including the Sultan's family, retainers, and royal guards. This is not just a palace, it is a living, breathing center of Javanese culture and a colossal real estate asset. Within its walls are dozens of ornate pavilions, grand reception halls, 2 museums displaying royal artifacts, and private apartments for the royal family, all adorned with intricate carvings, marble floors, and Dutch-era antiques. The sheer scale and historical significance of the Kraton make it a priceless national treasure. The Sultan's immense wealth is derived from his control over vast tracts of land known as Sultan Ground. Any corporation or developer wishing to build in the booming city of Yogyakarta must pay tribute to the Sultanate for the right to use this land, securing him a fortune from hotels, shopping malls, and other commercial ventures. The most spectacular single asset in the Sultan's possession is the Kereta Kencana, the sacred golden chariot. This 18th century carriage, a masterpiece of Javanese craftsmanship, is used only for the most sacred royal ceremonies. It is covered in intricate carvings and slathered in layers of pure gold leaf, while its material value is in the millions. Its spiritual and cultural significance as a vehicle for the gods renders it priceless, with an insured value reportedly exceeding $50 million. The Sultan's collection also includes hundreds of sacred crease daggers, many with hilts of solid gold and studded with diamonds, and a garage of luxury vehicles including Rolls-Royces and custom sedans used for official duties. This blend of feudal land control, priceless artifacts, and modern business acumen makes the Sultan one of the wealthiest and most powerful regional monarchs in Asia. But here's the question nobody dares to ask. Should anyone alive today really own this much power and gold? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more royal secrets. And just as one sultan blends sacred tradition with modern riches, another monarch hides his immense wealth beneath a veil of simplicity in the Himalayan mountains. 7. King Jigme Khesar Namgyel Wangchuck of Bhutan. While the king cultivates an image of modest living, often pictured interacting with his people in simple traditional garb, the monarchy does not lack for opulent surroundings. He resides in the Dechenchaling Palace in Thimphu, a grand structure that serves as his private residence, filled with priceless Buddhist art and historical artifact. For official functions, the stunning Tashi Chodzong, a massive fortress monastery with towering white walls and golden roofs, serves as the seat of government and the king's formal office. The centerpiece of the royal regalia is the sacred raven crown, worn by the kings of Bhutan as a symbol of their authority. Made of silk, embroidered with intricate patterns, and topped by the head of a raven, a protective deity, the crown is a priceless artifact of immense spiritual and historical importance. Royal weddings and national celebrations are lavish affairs, costing millions and showcasing the kingdom's splendor to visiting dignitaries. The kings travel, often by private helicopter, to remote parts of the kingdom or on state visits abroad via chartered jets, further reflects the significant resources at his command, a fortune built not on personal extravagance, but on the strategic control of an entire nation's economy. But what happens when the crown is lost? Yet the fortune keeps growing. Ask Nepal's dethroned king who turned exile into empire. 6th Gyanendra Shah of Nepal.
As a way of leading a virtuous life,
Freed from the constraints of royal duty, Gyanendra Shah unleashed his sharp business instincts, transforming his inherited royal wealth into a diversified corporate dynasty. His most visible and valuable asset is a controlling stake in the Solti Hotel Group, a premier hospitality company in Nepal. Its flagship property, the Solti Crown Plaza in Kathmandu, is a sprawling 5-star luxury complex with a casino that remains an immense source of cash flow. His His investment portfolio is vast and powerful, with significant shares in Surya, Nepal, the country's largest tobacco manufacturer, as well as interests in tea plantations, breweries, and financial services. His estimated net worth is in the hundreds of millions, making him one of the wealthiest private citizens in the country. His former life of royal splendor is now preserved for the public at the Naruhito Palace Museum. Walking its halls is a tour of the immense luxury the Shah dynasty once enjoyed. The palace contains 52 opulent rooms, including a grand reception hall with towering marble columns and a massive throne made of over 8 kilograms of gold and silver, studded with precious stones. The former king's private quarters showcase a life of incredible privilege, from the imported furnishings to the private cinema. The Nepalese crown jewels, now in the possession of the state, are another testament to this lost era of extravagance. The royal crown is a breathtaking piece, featuring hundreds of diamonds, pearls, rubies, and emeralds, famously topped with plumes from a bird of paradise. Its estimated value runs into the tens of millions of dollars. Although he no longer wears the crown, Gyanendra Shah's vast network of businesses and investments ensures he remains a king of commerce, a monarch who successfully traded a palace for a corporate boardroom and secured his family's immense fortune for generations to come. From a royal businessman to a divine figurehead, Japan's emperor sits not on gold, but on the most expensive real estate in human history. 5. Emperor Naruhito of Japan.
The nation, as well as the peace of the world.
The most staggering asset under imperial control is the Tokyo Imperial Palace. Located in the heart of one of the world's most expensive cities, the palace grounds cover 1.3 square miles of pristine parkland and historic buildings. During the peak of Japan's property bubble in the late 1980s, the palace grounds alone were famously valued at more than all the real estate in California combined. While that bubble has burst, the land remains arguably the most valuable single parcel of real estate on the planet, with a current estimated value in the hundreds of billions of dollars. The day-to-day life of the imperial family is funded by the Japanese taxpayer through the Imperial Household Agency, a government body with an annual budget of over $200 million. This covers all expenses, including the maintenance of multiple imperial residences across the country, like the Kyoto Imperial Palace and the Sento Imperial Palace, and the salaries of a staff of over 1,000 butlers, chefs, gardeners, and traditional court artisans. The emperor is the custodian of the imperial regalia of Japan, the Yata no Kagami, the sacred mirror, the Yasakani no Magatama, the sacred jewel, and the Kusanagi no Tsurugi, the sacred sword. These items are so legendary that their exact locations are kept secret, and they are never shown to the public. Their value transcends money entirely. They are the mythological foundation of the Japanese state. For transport, the emperor uses a fleet of custom-built, heavily armored Toyota Century Royal limousines, each costing over $500,000. This is a fortune not of cash, but of land, culture, and divine right, making the emperor the guardian of a treasure beyond all calculation. Yet even priceless land can't outshine Cambodia's palace of silver floors and crystal Buddhas, where every step is worth a fortune. 4. King Norodom Sihamoni of Cambodia. The primary jewel of his dominion is the royal palace in Phnom Penh. This is no mere house, but a breathtaking 2 million square foot city within a city, a masterpiece of gilded spires and ornate ceremonial halls. Its estimated value is immense, but its true worth lies within its walls. The most famous structure in the complex is the Silver Pagoda, a temple whose floor is a shimmering mosaic of 5,329 solid silver tiles, each weighing over a kilogram. This floor alone contains more than 5 metric tons of pure silver, a treasure worth tens of millions of dollars in raw material before even considering its unparalleled craftsmanship. At the heart of the pagoda sits the legendary Emerald Buddha, a 17th century icon carved not from emerald, but from a single, flawless piece of baccarat crystal. Adorning it are solid gold garments, changed seasonally by the king himself, and the entire statue is displayed on a towering golden pedestal surrounded by hundreds of other gold and jeweled Buddha figures gifted by generations of royalty. While the king's personal lifestyle is ascetic, the symbols of his state are anything but. The royal garage houses a fleet of custom-built, armor-plated Mercedes-Benz 600 Pullman limousines. These legendary vehicles, favored by the world's most powerful heads of state in the 20th century, are maintained in pristine condition, each a multi-million-dollar symbol of enduring royal power. The Cambodian crown jewels, though rarely seen, add another layer to this immense fortune. The collection includes a diamond-encrusted crown, golden swords, and ceremonial regalia passed down through centuries of divine rule. This is wealth measured not just in dollars, but in carats, tons of precious metals, and the unassailable power of a living god king. But if you think 5 tons of silver is wild, wait until you meet the man with 7,000 cars, golden toilets, and a palace bigger than the Pentagon. 3. Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah of Brunei.
Perdana Menteri Republik Singapura dan Puan Ho Cheng.
His official residence, the Istana Nurul Iman, is the largest residential palace in the world, certified by Guinness World Records. This is not a home, it is a monument to infinite wealth. The palace boasts 1,788 rooms, 257 bathrooms finished in gold and marble, a banquet hall that can seat 5,000 guests, a 110-car garage, 5 swimming pools, and an air-conditioned stable for his 200 polo ponies. Its gold-plated dome glitters on the Brunei skyline, a constant reminder of who is in charge. The Sultan's legendary car collection is perhaps the most famous and valuable private collection ever assembled. At its peak, it numbered over 7,000 vehicles with a total value exceeding $5 billion. This was not just a collection of showroom models, it was a private museum of automotive history and exclusivity. It included an estimated 600 Rolls-Royces, over 450 Ferraris, including multiple F40s, F50s, and Enzos, and 134 Koenigsegg's. Most famously, his collection contains cars that don't officially exist, like the only right-hand drive Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR in the world, and several Ferrari Testarossas converted into Spider models by Pininfarina exclusively for him. For his daughter's wedding, he commissioned a Rolls-Royce Silver Spur 2 limousine to be completely plated in 24-karat gold, a vehicle valued at a staggering $14 million. To travel the globe, the Sultan uses his own private fleet of customized jets. His flagship is a Boeing 747-400 known as the Flying Palace, which he bought for over $100 million and spent another $120 million renovating. The interior is a showcase of airborne luxury, featuring gold-inlaid furniture, Lalique crystal fixtures, and solid gold sinks in the master bathroom. He also owns a customized Airbus A340 and several smaller Gulfstream jets for shorter trips. From his billion-dollar personal theme park, Jerodong Park, to his reported multi-million-dollar haircuts, the Sultan of Brunei doesn't just live a life of luxury. He has redefined the very concept of wealth, and while some kings rule with marble and metal, others wield belief itself, like the Aga Khan, who commands billions through faith alone. 2. Prince Karim al-Husseini, the Aga Khan IV.
This means that nearly 25% of the member countries of the United Nations.
He is a king without a kingdom, a monarch whose domain is not of land but of faith. As the 49th hereditary Imam of the world's 15 million Nizari Ismaili Muslims, Prince Karim al-Husseini commands a spiritual empire that translates into a staggering financial one. His estimated $13 billion fortune is built on a modern tithe system where followers contribute a percentage of their income, creating a vast and continuous revenue stream. This river of cash flows into the Aga Khan Development Network, AKDN, a global empire of over 90 for-profit businesses and non-profit agencies with annual revenues in the billions. Through the AKDN, the Aga Khan is a corporate titan holding major stakes in everything from the five-star Serena Hotels chain and Diamond Trust Bank to media companies and hydroelectric dams. But his personal assets are just as breathtaking. He owns Bell Island, a private island in the Bahamas valued at over $100 million, and resides at the sprawling Aiglemont estate near Paris, private fiefdom complete with its own airstrip. His passion for elite thoroughbreds is legendary. He owns and operates one of the world's most successful horse racing and breeding operations, with over 800 horses valued at hundreds of millions. To traverse his global sphere of influence, he utilizes a fleet of private jets and the $200 million mega yacht Alamshar, a vessel known for its incredible speed. The Aga Khan is a unique kind of monarch, one whose throne is the boardroom of a global financial dynasty, built on a foundation of absolute spiritual authority. But even spiritual empires fall short of the thunderous wealth of Thailand's king, whose global fortune makes entire countries look broke. 1. King Maha Vajiralongkorn, Rama X of Thailand. We now arrive at the undisputed apex of royal wealth. King Maha Vajiralongkorn of Thailand, also known as Rama X, is, by a staggering margin, the richest monarch on earth. His personal fortune is not just vast, it is an empire of assets so extensive and valuable that it defies easy comparison, with conservative estimates placing his net worth between $40 billion and $70 billion, though some analyses of his land holdings suggest a number far higher. His personal portfolio includes a 23% stake in Siam Commercial Bank, one of Thailand's largest financial institutions, and a 33% stake in Siam Cement Group, the country's largest industrial conglomerate. These two holdings alone contribute billions of dollars to his personal wealth, making him a dominant force in the Thai economy. The king is also the custodian of the Thai crown jewels, one of the most valuable and breathtaking collections of regalia in the world. The centerpiece is the Golden Jubilee Diamond, a 545.67 carat flawless brown diamond that is the largest cut and faceted diamond on the planet. Its value is estimated to be as high as $100 million, and it sits within the royal scepter, a symbol of his absolute power. The Great Crown of Victory, another item in the collection, is made of gold, weighs over 16 pounds, and is encrusted with diamonds, rubies, and other precious gems. King Vajiralongkorn enjoys a lifestyle befitting his immense fortune. He maintains a personal fleet of over 38 aircraft, including multiple Boeing and Airbus passenger jets, all customized for his use. Famously, he spends the majority of his time not in Thailand, but in his multiple private villas in the exclusive lakeside region of Bavaria, Germany, surrounded by a personal entourage of hundreds. This ability to rule an entire kingdom from another continent is perhaps the ultimate luxury, a testament to a fortune so vast it makes the world his personal playground and solidifies his position as the most powerful and richest king on the planet. If this level of royal excess blew your mind, just wait until you see the dark side of the holy world. And remember, subscribe before your favorite king builds a new country on a floating island. Now get ready to watch Exposed, the most corrupt Asian monks in the world.